When people think of deadly animals, they picture this. But the animal that has killed more humans than any other is the mosquito. Not because it hunts us, not because it's strong, because one bite can carry diseases that have shaped wars, destroyed cities, and killed people on a scale no predator could ever reach. And it's not alone. Some of history's deadliest animals are the ones you barely notice, living in rivers, hiding in homes, or following us wherever we go. So today, we're counting down the animals that have been deadliest to humans throughout history. Let's start with an animal that became the original symbol of the man-eater. Number 10. Wolves. For thousands of years, wolves were one of humanity's greatest fears. They followed early settlements, hunted near livestock, and became the villain in myths from Europe to North America. But the truth is more complicated. Healthy wild wolves usually avoid people. The real danger historically came when wolves were desperate for food or infected with rabies. In parts of Europe and Asia, rabid wolves could become unusually aggressive, attacking several people in a single outbreak. Before modern medicine, a bite could be a death sentence. That terror helped turn wolves into legends. But wolves kill with teeth. The next animal barely needs to chase you at all. Number 9. Lions. A lion doesn't need an introduction. It's one of the few animals powerful enough to see a human as potential prey. And when lions begin targeting people, the results can be terrifying. In 1898, 2 lions stalked workers building a railway near Tsavo in Kenya. The exact number of victims is debated, but the attacks became so notorious they turned the lions into history's most famous man-eaters. But lions don't need to become legends to be dangerous. Across parts of Africa, people still share land with them, walking to school, tending livestock, and traveling after dark. For communities living closest to lion territory, one encounter can change everything. Still, lions at least announce themselves. The next animal waits where you can't see it. Number 8. Crocodiles. Crocodiles don't chase you across open ground. They wait. A person bends down to wash, fish, or collect water, and the attack can be over in seconds. Their strength is brutal, but their real advantage is surprise. A crocodile can stay almost completely hidden, then launch from the water with enough force to drag a person below the surface. And the official numbers may tell only part of the story. Many attacks happen in remote areas where victims are never formally recorded. In some communities, using rivers and lakes is unavoidable, so people live beside one of nature's most efficient ambush predators every day. But at least a crocodile looks dangerous. The next animal looks like it belongs in a children's book. Number 7. Hippopotamuses. This might look harmless. It is not. Hippos are enormous, territorial, and surprisingly fast, on land and in water. And unlike predators, they don't need to be hungry to attack. The most dangerous place to meet one is between a hippo and the water. If a boat gets too close, or someone accidentally blocks its path back to the river, a hippo may charge, capsize the boat, or attack with jaws strong enough to crush bone. For people who rely on rivers to travel, fish, or collect water, that risk is part of daily life. But the next animal is even larger, and its danger often begins when humans move into its territory. Number 6. Elephants. Elephants are intelligent, social, and capable of extraordinary gentleness. But they are also massive animals living closer and closer to people. As forests shrink and farmland expands, elephants and humans are forced into the same space. A herd looking for food can destroy crops in one night. And when people try to drive it away, fear can turn into a deadly confrontation. A charging elephant can weigh several tons, move far faster than most people expect, and protect its herd with overwhelming force. That doesn't make elephants villains. In many cases, the conflict starts because we've taken away the space they need to survive. And the next animal is much smaller, much closer to home, and historically far deadlier than elephants. Number 5. Dogs. Dogs are called humanity's best friend. So how can they be on this list? The answer is rabies. Rabies is a virus most often spread through a bite or scratch from an infected animal. And globally, dogs are the main source of human rabies deaths. Once symptoms appear, rabies is almost always fatal. That's what makes it so frightening. The danger is not a powerful predator. It can begin with one small bite, especially in places where vaccines and urgent medical treatment are hard to access. The good news is that rabies deaths are preventable. Vaccinating dogs and treating people quickly after exposure saves lives. But the next animal doesn't spread disease. It delivers the danger itself. Number 4. Snakes. Most snakes want nothing to do with humans, but when people work, sleep, or walk close to where snakes live, one defensive strike can be devastating. Venom can shut down breathing, cause catastrophic bleeding, or destroy tissue within hours. And for many victims, the deadliest part isn't the bite itself, it's distance. In rural communities, someone may be hours from a hospital, and even when they arrive, the right antivenom may not be available. That's why snakebite has remained one of the world's most overlooked medical emergencies, especially for farmers and children. The danger is real, but it is also preventable with fast care, antivenom, and safer access to treatment. Now for the first truly unexpected animal on this list. It doesn't bite, it doesn't sting, and it may be living in the water beneath your feet. Number 3. This is one of the deadliest animals in human history, a freshwater snail. Not because the snail attacks, but because some species can carry parasites that cause a disease called schistosomiasis. In infected water, tiny parasites can pass through human skin without a bite or a wound. They can then cause serious illness that damages organs over time. For people who depend on lakes, rivers, and irrigation canals for washing, farming, or drinking water, avoiding that exposure is not always possible. That's what makes this animal so unsettling. It can be completely invisible in the moment. No roar, no venom, no attack. Just water that looks safe. And the next tiny creature helped unleash one of the deadliest disasters in human history. Number 2. Fleas. In the 1300s, a disease swept across Europe, Asia, and North Africa with unimaginable speed. The Black Death. It killed tens of millions of people, and fleas were a crucial part of how plague moved between animals and humans. Fleas fed on infected rodents, then could pass the plague bacterium on through another bite. In crowded cities with poor sanitation, the conditions were perfect for disaster. People did not know what caused the illness, how it spread, or how to stop it. The result changed history. Populations collapsed, economies shifted, and entire communities disappeared. But fleas are a reminder that the deadliest animals are not always the ones that kill directly. Sometimes they're the delivery system. And no animal has delivered death on a larger scale than the mosquito. Number 1. The deadliest animal in human history weighs less than a paperclip: the mosquito. It doesn't kill through strength, venom, or teeth. It kills by carrying diseases from one person to another. Malaria is the biggest reason. Across history, it has killed an enormous number of people, possibly more than any other disease carried by an animal. But mosquitoes can also spread dengue, yellow fever, Zika, and other deadly illnesses. Their impact reaches far beyond individual bites. Mosquito-borne disease has influenced where cities were built, where armies could travel, and which regions outsiders struggled to control. In some places, disease was as dangerous as any enemy, and the threat is still here. Every year, mosquito-borne illnesses affect millions of people, especially where healthcare, mosquito control, and prevention are hardest to access. The cruel part is that many of these deaths are preventable. Nets, vaccines where available, treatment, clean water management, and controlling mosquito populations all save lives. So yes, sharks, lions, crocodiles, and snakes deserve their reputation. But history's most lethal animal is the one most people can swat away with a hand. There's one final answer that puts this entire list into perspective. There is one animal we left out of the ranking: us. Humans kill more humans than any other animal, through violence, war, and the systems we create. And in a way, that makes every entry on this list more complicated. We reshape animal habitats. We make healthcare easy to reach in some places and impossible in others. We decide whether people have protection from diseases, safe water, antivenom, and vaccines. The deadliest animals in history are not monsters. They are animals surviving in the same world we do. So which one surprised you most? Which deadly animal would you be most likely to encounter where you live? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.